Hello! How are you? I'm Cece Bell, and I am back after a 2-week hiatus perfecting my lizard impression. I hope that you enjoyed it, but I hope that you are now ready for Chapter 12 of El Deafo. This is the chapter in which I hurt my eye, and my best friend Martha thinks it is all her fault. We have some fabulous footage of Martha and myself talking about this very incident. What's interesting about the footage that I have is that I claim that my memories of the event are extremely accurate. You will see that Martha completely disagrees. So we'll do something a little different this time. Today, I am going to read all of Chapter 12 in its entirety and show you pictures from the book to remind you what my version of this incident was like. And then I will show footage of Martha and me talking about what happened, and you can compare and contrast and write a beautiful essay for your English class when school starts up again. Anyway, let us begin, and if you will turn your copy of the book, if you have one, to page 141, we will start reading Chapter 12. It is a very bouncy summer. Sometimes I jump on the trampoline by myself, but most of the time I jump with Martha. We should ask Mike to jump with us sometime. Now, why would we do that? Because you like him? Not that much. I quickly changed the subject. Phew, let's do something else. How about tag? Bet you can't catch me. You're on. Hey, no fair. I'm still stuck on the tramp. Whoop! I've almost got her now. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Oh no! What happened? Are you okay? I think so. I ran right into that tree. Does it look bad? Am I bleeding? I think we'd better show your mom. Mama? Oh dear, it looks bad. But not too bad. Nothing the doctor can't fix. I'll get a washcloth. Don't worry, it's already feeling so much better. I gotta go. I come back from the doctor's office with eye medicine and a fancy eye patch. Can I go show Martha my new eye patch? She'll love it. Great idea. She'll laugh when she sees this. Martha answers the door. Ahoy there, matey. I look like a pirate, don't you think? Bleh. Did she just throw up? It doesn't look that bad, does it? And then Martha disappears. Martha, anybody? I wait a bit, and Martha's mom comes. I'm so sorry about your eye. Listen, Martha isn't really up to talking just yet. She kind of thinks that all of this is her fault. Oh, but it isn't her fault. Not at all. It was an accident. I came over to show her that I'm fine. Honest. I know, honey. I know. Don't worry. She'll come around. The next day, I write Martha a note. I put a koala bear sticker on it, too. She'll like that. Dear Martha, how are you? I am fine, and so is my eye. It was not your fault at all. I miss you. Love, Cece. I run across the street to give her the note. I don't even wait for Mom to watch me. Martha, wait! Hi, Cece. Martha is still upset, but she'll come around. Is that note for her? Please, will you give it to her? Of course, dear. The next day. Heard anything from Martha? No. Will you try calling her for me? Yes, Patsy, I see. Well, tell her that Cece really, really misses her and that she doesn't blame Martha one bit. Okay, sure. Bye. I'm so sorry. She'll never come around. I try to give Martha some time, but 1 week later, I'm back at her door. Oops, I knocked too soon. My eye's all better. Surely when she sees that, she'll be my friend again. That's the right knock. Martha, look, I'm all better. No more eye patch. I gotta go. I think my mom's calling me. Martha, come back here. Are you gonna be like this for the rest of the summer? Or forever? I'm quitting the sidekick business. Quitting? You can't do that. You pinky swore. What about the pinky swear? I undid my pinky swear when I hurt your eye, oh Deafo, and I just can't deal with the guilt. But you didn't hurt my eye, and it's all better. It's nobody's fault. Then I'm nobody. Goodbye, oh Deafo. Oh no! What am I gonna do without her? Ah. So that was my dramatic reading of that chapter. And of course, I sort of over dramatized it, but the feelings were very, very real and very, very genuine at that time. And they still are today, as you will see in this conversation with Martha about the one and only eye incident. Enjoy.
Okay.
But what we do need to talk about is chapter 12. And chapter 12 chapter 12 is, I would say, of all the chapters in the book, probably the most accurate because it was traumatic for both of us and traumatic for you probably because you thought you had made me blind.
Awful.
I'm sure I shouldn't be giggling, but
It's
I am.
not funny. I mean, it was awful.
I'm sorry.
I put on my protective glasses in case something would happen to me while I was talking about this.
Payback. But you blamed yourself and forever, and it was not your fault at all.
Cece, I blamed myself until we had the conversation about you writing this book.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Oh, Martha.
You and in the book, it doesn't really show your transition to your glasses.
Right.
But your readers need to know that that happened.
The glasses came after. Yeah.
Yes. And it happened almost instantaneously after the accident.
Right.
And so
they weren't related at all.
But a child doesn't know that. And I didn't know that until we were grown adults. You had 2 children and I had 3 children at the time when you finally told me that had nothing to do.
Right. So actually that conversation at the very end of the book where we're basically making up, that conversation is based on that adult conversation we had. Yeah, totally. And like I think I've kind of forgotten that you really had blamed yourself all this time. But
I was in my 30s.
That conversation is based on an adult conversation we had and not a kid conversation.
Not a kid.
And how long do you think you stopped talking to me? And you stopped talking to me not because you hated me, but I think you explained.
No. I didn't hate you at all. I mean, if the kids seeing this, let's go to your pages.
Okay.
So you have it drawn that we were coming back from the trampoline jumping, but we weren't. We were playing tag.
We were playing tag, right?
And Cece's yard was fantastic for tag because you could run down the hill, bank around the back of her house. You had to come up a hill to go to her front yard. So you could do down and up, and you could just get in this like fish, But she had this giant oak tree in her front yard. And we were playing tag, and I was chasing her and chased her right into the branch. And when she turned around, no joke, blood was pouring everywhere out of.
Was it pouring out?
It was pouring out, and you still had part of the branch.
I don't remember that much. Wow.
And so we went inside the house, straight into the kitchen, and I called your mom Miss B.
Right.
Miss B. And I would sing to your mom, Miss B, where are you? We love you and we need you. Miss B, where are you? We love you and we need you.
I haven't thought about that song forever. Oh my gosh, Martha.
Remember singing that all the time to her?
Yeah.
I couldn't sing. I was screaming, and you were crying, and you were bleeding, and you were holding, and She put you up on the countertop right there in the kitchen, and got you a kitchen towel. And she's a nurse. And when she said, this is bad, we need to go to the hospital, that was it.
Right. And you were.
I was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just said, I love you. Peace out. And ran home and told Khaki what happened. And then my mom came home from work and told her what happened. And I threw up all night long because here I had blinded my best friend, who was deaf.
Yeah. The double whammy. But you had
what kind of terrible friend is that? I mean, I led you to now I have nothing to give you. I even asked if I could give you my eye. I remember that whole thing, like talking about that. Yeah. And the way that you come back to me with this pirate patch, that would have been super cool if you had had a pirate patch on, but you didn't.
What did I have?
You had white gauze.
Oh yeah.
Gauze wrapped around your head like you were, so everything's fine. You're lying. That looks like an episode of MASH. I mean, that's all we had seen was the Korean War movies. And here you were. It was not this.
It wasn't
very positive for your.
I did that because it was funny, probably. Yeah, but it was a big white thing.
White, and it wrapped around your head like you had a surgical patient, and you came up on the porch. Well, first I saw you. You know, it was time for us to go to the bus stop. And not to the bus stop, and I had started out, and I saw you ahead and could see the white, and I was sick. You know, I came back in the house and told my grandmother I was sick. I couldn't go to school.
Oh, yeah. Did you throw up then too?
Oh, I threw up every time I saw you, and then you would come home and you would come over and I could see you, and we had shutters. Everybody, not shutters like your parents have now, but we had shutters and they were like this, and I would try to open it and look to see her, and all I could see was this and again. And
yeah, you know, that's something that really confuses kids when they read the book. They're like, does Martha have some kind of serious illness she keeps throwing up in the book? No. And I've tried to explain how that kind of intense anxiety can be really, really sick, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
And, but a lot of kids think that
I do. Right. Anxiety is a terrible thing. And
it really is.
Yeah, I still have it. Do you remember when I was little, I had like spots of my hair that were coming out?
Yeah.
Yes. And your dad.
You've been pulling your hair out, right?
I would twist my hair. And I am kind of bald right here from it. But I would twist my hair, twist and twist and twist until it was just about a knot and it would come out. But your dad, I remember your dad talking to my parents about it. And so that reaction definitely was just a visceral reaction. You know how sometimes when people see blood or even if somebody throws up, other kids throw up from it because their stomach gets queasy from being around it, so they can't be around it, they run. It's not that they don't want to comfort the person, it's just not everybody can do that. And I'm older now, so it doesn't bother me. Obviously, you've got 3 kids, and I've got 3 and you've got 2, so you can, but then,
no way. Yeah.
So I avoided everything. School bus, I would miss the bus on
You would
purpose.
miss the bus. You never would. It was a long time before I remember you being on that bus.
But my grandmother couldn't drive our cars because her car had a clutch. So she couldn't drive a stick shift or an automatic because we didn't have. So I
Right.
had to walk to school.
You walked to school?
I walked to school.
To Carver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just to avoid the bus.
To avoid the bus.
That's what I remember, how you just wouldn't
Girl Scouts. I didn't go to Girl Scouts. Didn't go to choir practice.
go to choir practice.
Everything, because
how long did that last? I remember it lasting like
it lasted for a long time because you had the patch on your eye for a very long time.
right.
Your patch transitioned.
It did transition,
Mhm.
I think, and it got smaller and less, and then probably soon after that, the glasses came. Glasses were 5th grade, so I mean, do you think it was like a month or more than a month?
I think it was more than a month.
I do too, because
Mhm.
I remember being beyond sad
Oh
and
yes.
begging my I even talked to your mom, and I had my mom talk to your mom, and just
Oh, I can remember you being in the house too,
yeah,
coming over, and I was
right.
upstairs and could hear you. And then after you left, say, did she still have the patch on?
Yeah. Oh, I'm making you relive this
She had
horrible.
the patch off.
It was easily the saddest thing that I had gone through in my young life, I think.
Mhm.
Feeling like I was never going to get you back.
Right.
And even when we did reconnect, I think it was a little different. You were a little more hesitant around me, at least for a while.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
And for our friends out there to realize this, that if the patch came off, she got glasses because you were farsighted?
I was nearsighted and
Nearsighted. So
right.
she had to get the glasses anyway.
Anyway,
That was coming. And probably you even knew that. Your mom and dad probably even knew that before this even happened. Just hadn't gotten around to going to the doctor for it. But
right.
my young mind, it was a direct result from the accident that you had to
Right.
get.
Exactly. I can totally see why you would have thought that.
And so, yes, everything changed because
Yeah.
I had now further disabled my best friend.
But
You laugh at it, but
we're having the
you never told me
conversation.
until we were grown adults.
I'm sorry. That's awful. I guess I just assumed because you kind of came around. You did come around, and we revived our friendship on a lot of levels. But I guess I assumed that you understood, and clearly, I guess you didn't.
No, I mean,
So that concludes Chapter 12 and this week's episode. Before I go, I would like to talk about a few books that I have read recently that I really enjoyed. And the first is sort of a graphic novel, but it's actually more like short stories in comics form by Ebony Flowers called Hot Comb. Highly recommended. Amazing drawings, and feelings the feelings in this book are just deeply felt and perfectly captured visually, and I felt like I was having the experiences with Ebony right then and there. It's just an amazing book, so I highly recommend that. And I also read many picture books by the amazing writer and illustrator Jessica Bagley, and she and I have become friends, and we're even working on a little sort of like a video podcast for you guys. So hopefully that will all work out and it will be sensational and you will enjoy it. And the book that I'm reading right now is called You Should See Me in a Crown, and it is so good. It is by Leah Johnson, and I am really enjoying that as well. So those are my recommended reading for the week, hopefully I'll be a little bit better about doing this every Monday again. But thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time. And maybe I'll be a lizard again just for you.